Hello YouTube! Straight from the kitchen this time. Spaghetti sauce is boiling and I'm starting a new series here on my little channel. Well, it's a very occasional series, don't expect too much, but I'm gonna call it Cooking for Otakus because, face it, our idea of a culinary delight is McDonald's or pizza or something, because we don't have time watching anime and everything. But as not that many people might know, I'm actually a licensed cook, even though it's been 20 years since I worked in a restaurant. And for that reason, I've decided to put together some simple food thingies that you can make at home. First thing I'm gonna do is a French classic Boeuf Stroganoff, but with a twist to simple it down a bit. And maybe you even can surprise your friends. One word of warning though, I cook classically. I'm not gonna use too many special spices or anything, so it's all stuff you can just grab in your local supermarket, but it won't be something for the vegans and it won't be something for the lactose intolerance. I got nothing against you people, but well, it's just not the things that I cook. So we all know Food Wars, our beloved anime manga about cooking, so think of this as a Food Wars, very light. So let's go and see how we make a simple Boeuf Stroganoff. So, Boeuf Stroganoff, what do we need? Now, first of all, I'm not giving exact weights or something, because I always go by a gut feeling. I never measure something. So, what do we need? We'll need steak, we'll need mushrooms, either potatoes or rice. You'll need a big onion, garlic powder or a clove of garlic, a little can of concentrated tomato puree, and some cream. And that's about it, so culinary cream. The first thing we do, of course, after peeling the potatoes, which is the biggest job of all, is taking the mushrooms. I had two variants, wild and normals, and slice them in little trays. In the meantime, you can put on the potatoes to boil. A little pro tip here: always when you start boiling your potatoes, do some butter, either liquid butter like I use or a little block of butter in the water, and then it will greatly help boiling over. So give them a go until they are like not totally soft, just well, ready for baking. So you can put them on the water, and then we'll go to peel the onion. No pro tip here, I'll crying a river every time we do it, so sadly, can't help on that one. Then we have the steak. We took like the family steak variant, slice them in little trays, about thin trays, basically a bit like a kebab, a bit thicker, but pieces like that. So in the meantime, the potatoes are cooked, and just leave them like that. Let them dry out for half a day. You can do it immediately. Usually when I go to bake potatoes, I'll just boil the potatoes in the morning and let them dry out. That way they just bake better. So the onion is sliced as well. This is like the preparation you can do, and then we're gonna start the real cooking. This is a Green Gold Brewing Forbidden Fruit beer. It's from a Slovakian company. It's a hoppy beer with a little mango touch. You don't need it for the recipe, but I always have a good beer while I'm cooking, so yeah, so you can skip that one. So we need a bit of a broth. You can take meat broth to strengthen the meat taste. I also usually do vegetable broth, just a little cube. You're gonna need about 150 milliliters of it. Preparing the pans with some butter, and off we go. As the broth is cooking, we simmer the onion, we glaze them, so they don't have to be really baked. And in the meantime, in the other big pan, we put in the potatoes. Now, another little pro tip here: bake your potatoes until they're hardening up and a bit brownish, but then to give them a nice golden color brown, pour over some oil over them, and then let them bake again, and that will color them nicely. It's a little trick from in the kitchen. So the meat, you just boil it to when it's a brownish color. Then you, together with the onions, you put it all together in there. After the onions glazed over, you do the broth with it and you let it simmer. Then you add 2 coffee spoons of the tomato puree, which is more for coloring actually. Now, a bit of a problem. Problem. What you will have is that you don't get a thick sauce unless you use a binder, which I never do for special reasons. But after that, you put it all in, put in the mushrooms. On top of it, there goes the cap of the pot. Let it simmer for a while. Prepare your cream, which is basically open the bottle. And then when it all looks a bit like this, you just add in the cream and mix it all together, so you get a bit of an orangey, very light tomato sauce. So it's a creamy sauce with a hint of tomato, and it tastes to the mushrooms. And that's basically it. You have your beef stroganoff in a simple way. You can make it way more elaborate, but as I said, this is a bit of simple recipes to make for your otaku friends. So try it out. Let me know if you liked it, and trust me, it's no hard work and everybody can do it. Right, so that was it, Boeuf stroganoff. All in all, I would say, because I did it with pictures, otherwise you would see me peeling potatoes for half an hour. That's boring as hell. I might have a 3-hour video, but it wouldn't be too interesting. So for that reason, I would say, excluding the peeling of the potatoes, and the cutting of the mushrooms, which probably takes the longest, I would say you can make that on about an hour time. So once you start baking the meat and everything, as you can see in the picture, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, depending how quick your potatoes want to bake. So because that's differs from potato to potato. I don't know if you know, but you got brands in potatoes, and some bake quickly, some don't. So, but that's about it. Take about an hour. If you want to be sure if you get a food party, 1 hour and a half from absolute zero to the end. So hope you liked this video, and bon appetit.